Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the What the Heck Show, the What the Heck Podcast. I'm your host, Matt, and today is my birthday. So you may clap for me. Everyone clap. It's my birthday. I turned 29. I turned 29 this week, today, actually. Hopefully I'll be able to put this out today, which is Thursday, September 2nd. I share a birthday with Keanu Reeves, Terry Bradshaw, Zed. So I'm important, and it's my birthday. I think birthdays are stupid. You guys know my thoughts on birthdays. They're dumb. I don't really care. It's like, whatever, another year around the sun. Who cares? I'm the youngest person who's ever lived. 29 is super young. I feel great. I'm a vibrant spring chicken. So I'm doing well, and this also marks the, third year of me doing this show, on and off. Obviously, I don't even have 100 episodes yet, which is crazy. Actually, I might with all the bonus ones. I'm not sure, I started the show 3 years ago on my birthday week, so that's exciting as well. There's 2 anniversaries this week: the day I was put into this earth, and then the day this podcast was put onto this earth. And birthdays are whatever. Birthdays are stupid. Birthdays are stupid. Hey, birthdays are stupid. And I took the day off work today. That's how I'm celebrating. So Labor Day weekend, it's actually not a bad time to have a birthday because then you can, take time off and get a head start on the long weekend and all that stuff, which is great. I also share a birthday with my cousin, Michael, who's listening to the show. So Michael, happy birthday to you as well. I have 100 cousins and he's the only one I share a birthday with. So that's a little bond that we have. So shout out to you, Michael. And I'm dressed up. What am I dressed up as? Why am I dressed like a sexy Dwight Schrute? Well, because I feel like it. Because this is who I am. I feel like dressing like a sexy Dwight Schrute. And I have this costume. I've never worn it. I bought it with the intention of Halloween or something like last year. And I don't think there's some reason why I couldn't wear it. I don't know why. But this is my first time wearing it. And I look good as shit. I look really good. So you can put something nice in the comments about how good I look. I'm crushing it. I don't have the hair quite right. I did just go get a haircut. So I didn't want to, the hair is kind of like what ties Dwight together. But this is not bad. Look at me. He's one of the best characters of all time on television. And you want to get a little sample of my acting skills? Here, I'll give you a little sample of my acting skills. You ready for this? I don't think you are ready for this. Ready? You're going to want to record this because it's going to be great. Ready? What is my perfect crime? I break into Tiffany's at midnight. Do I go for the vault? No. I go for the chandelier. It's priceless. As I'm taking it down, a woman catches me. She tells me to stop. It's her father's business. She's Tiffany. I say no. We make love all night. In the morning, the cops come and I escape in one of their uniforms. I tell her to meet me in Mexico, but I go to Canada. I don't trust her. Besides, I like the cold. 30 years later, I get a postcard. I have a son, and he's the chief of police. This is where the story gets interesting. I tell Tiffany to meet me in Paris by the Trocadero. She's been waiting for me all these years. She's never taken another lover. I don't care. I don't show up. I go to Berlin. That's where I stash the chandelier. Wow. Look, I could have gone to Juilliard, okay? You guys have heard that story of my Juilliard audition, and that's a little sample of my acting skills. I don't want to brag. I didn't end up going, but I could have been a very successful actor. Anyone can act, okay? That wasn't the best performance of my life, but you get the gist. It was a nice little monologue. That's what I should have done at Juilliard, if we're being honest. That scene would have been perfect. It would would have locked me in. They have you do monologues and stuff, which are like 3-page soliloquies, I think is what they're called. And you can do monologues and stupid dramatic stuff from shows. That's what I should have picked. I think I picked something from A Midsummer's Night Dream, but something from The Office would be much more fitting for someone with my personality. And this is just who I am. I'm a guy who likes to dress up every once in a while and look like a sexy Dwight. Look at me. I'm sexy Dwight. That's a good Halloween costume. Sexy Dwight Schrute. So, I don't know. I saw this in my closet today. And I was like, you know what? I'm dressing up for the people so they get a little bit more out of the show today. Just a little bit more. It's my birthday, so I get to do whatever I want. It's my birthday. I get to do whatever I want. Isn't it funny how people get that attitude on their birthday? Like, hey, it's my birthday. We're having a birthday month. We're having a birthday month for me, and we're going to go out, Saturday, Sunday, and then the next week we're going to do like another thing, and I'm throwing myself a party. Hey, maybe not. Maybe don't do that. we're all so narcissistic sometimes. I guess the birthday is like the one day of the year where you can make everything all about you, and our narcissistic tendencies will come out. That's kind of how I see it. But it's also, I guess, a way to show love for the people that you care about, which in that regard, it's good. I like giving gifts. It was Beth's birthday last week. So I obviously killed it and gave her some amazing gifts and treated her just like I do every day, which is great. But I'm maybe a little bit extra because I gave her gifts. Anyways. Yeah, it's my birthday. Another year around the sun. 29 years old. It's weird because I started this when I was 26. Those 3 years really flew by. This last year has flown by faster than any year of my life. And I feel like we say that every year. And I get why. You know, your perception of time changes year after year. You know, like when you're 10 years old, that's 1/10 of your life, right? So it feels a lot shorter. You know, when you're turning 5, that's only 1/5 of your life you've been around. When you're 29, you've done that 29 times. You turn 30, it's 1/30 of your life. So it seems, you know, years seem shorter. You know, weeks seem shorter because you've been doing it for so long. So it's kind of crazy how it messes with your mind like that. But I'm still living in March of 2021 right now. Like the last 6 months, holy moly, they went by quickly. Holy moly. And, you know, you get gifts on your birthday. That's great, I suppose. I think like the older you get, the more practical gifts you want. Like I'm actually happy if I get like socks or gym clothes or something. I like practical stuff. I don't like big extravagant things unless it's like a really cool gadget that I want. I did get a very nice gift this year. The gift that I got was that my grandparents found the podcast. They found the show. It was only a matter of time before that happened, before someone in my very large, somewhat crazy family found the show, and they weren't super pleased. As you can probably imagine, I'm a little crass, okay? I'm a little crass. And I speak my mind, and I say what I'm thinking. And my grandma was a little dramatic about it. So if she's listening now, hello, Grandma. Thank you for writing me a letter and letting me know that you've seen the show and you don't like some of the words I use. Hey, guess what? They're just words coming out of my mouth, all right? They can't hurt you. At least they shouldn't, right? Sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt me. So they're not happy about this. There's two. Well, I guess we have 2 new listeners to the show. At least they listened to one episode. Probably didn't get the full context of it. And I don't think they really get. I mean, it's a millennial humor. They're not exactly my target demo. You know, 2 older folks, generation. What is it? Not baby boomers. What would it be? Not Generation X. Not the silent era. I don't know what they are. There's something. My grandparents found this show, and if that's not hilarious to you, then what is? You know, I always knew that was a risk. You know, people in my family finding out. I have a billion cousins and a billion aunts and uncles, and obviously they're not going to love this. They're all super conservative Catholics, and you know, words are mean. You know, don't say fuck. Don't say shit. It's bad. Okay, is it though? Is it really? I got to say, of all the people to find out, I wasn't expecting it to be them, considering they don't have Instagrams. So that was a bit of a surprise to me, which also means someone ratted me out. Someone showed them this show. So whoever's listening, whoever showed them this show, what's your deal? What's your problem? You're shitting on my parade. You're pooping all over the parade here, trying to make me look bad to my grandparents. And that's fine. That's how big families work. There's drama in every family. But of all the things to get worked up about, this podcast, this web show is not one of them. Okay? It's not anything. And in a way, I'm just being a character, you know? A lot of this stuff I just say because it's for the goofs and the gaffs. You know, I'm a jokester, trickster, goof. I'm a JTG, and I want to make you laugh, and I want to make you think. And that's all I'm here for at the end of the day. I want to make you think a little bit. And I want to enjoy it. I want to be here with you guys. I'm not here to hurt anybody or hurt anyone's feelings or offend anyone. You know, sometimes I say stuff that's out of line, maybe. I don't know. But I'm also talking off of my dome here. So it's not exactly the easiest thing in the world. You try it. You try doing this. It's not the easiest, and sometimes things slip out, and it's like, you know what, should I edit that? Should I not edit that? No, but also at the end of the day, like, be yourself. If you want to do creative stuff, do creative stuff. Be who you truly are. Look, this is like doing something like this and just talking off the top of my head and talking to you guys and trying to entertain you and dressing up like a sexy Dwight Schrute it's just part of who I am. Oh, I'm getting another birthday call. This is the thing about having a big family is your siblings. I have 8 brothers and sisters, and they all call, and so you're just on the phone all day. I'll see if I'll put Dave on real quick. 1 sec. It's my brother Dave. Hi, Dave. I'm recording an episode of the show right now, so you're live.
Oh, well, you picked a bad day to record an episode of the show, didn't you? I mean, you have enough siblings to occupy your entire day.
I know. And I was actually just saying that before you called. I'm like, that's the thing about having a birthday and a big family is you're on the phone all day, literally all day. And I woke up to
well, you're an idiot, and you decided to do a podcast on the same day that you have your birthday.
Well, I was just telling my viewers, I got the best gift of all this year. You know what that is?
You finally started growing pubes?
No, although that is true. That was actually 6 months ago, so we're a little off on the timing there. But our dear grandparents found the podcast, which is a treat. So
hi, Grandma and Grandpa. Hi.
two new viewers to the show who aren't exactly the target demographic here, but nonetheless they found it, and I doubt they'll listen to the one episode that they heard and listen to my foul language that was so offensive. But that was a good gift. It was a nice little bit of a surprising gift to get. Can't say I expected that.
Well, you have 2 new viewers. You got to look on the bright side. You have 2 new subscribers.
I don't know if I'll be retaining them. I think they're probably the only people over the age of 40 who listen to this.
You'd be surprised. It's possible you have a few more.
It's possible.
Don't disparage your following like that.
I'm not disparaging them. I just, I do have the statistics on my end. You know that. So I don't think there's anyone over 65 plus, although maybe there's 2 more now. I'm hoping they'll give it a shot. Maybe they'll listen to more than one episode. Maybe they'll listen to my episode about the way Hitler liked to have sex. Maybe they'll like that one.
Well, it's more their time period. So,
by the way, what generation are they? Because they're not baby boomers, right? They're not the silent generation.
I think is it the silent generation? That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I wasn't sure because they were born in like the 40s, I think.
Yep, the 40s. That's right. But I don't know what that is.
I mean, neither.
Silent generation?
I think.
Can't you just Google this?
Yeah, I guess I could. Hold on, I'll Google it.
Well, don't you have an assistant? Why don't you have your assistant?
No, my assistant is getting her hair done right now, and she's at the hair place.
Doesn't she have work?
Yeah, but work is for losers. That's why I took today off. But yeah, I mean, I felt like I had to record today because of this wonderful gift that I got. It is the silent generation, by the way. I just looked it up, from 28 to 45. So we were right.
For being the silent generation, they certainly aren't so silent.
No, they were actually they were silent in a way because they sent a very silent letter to me instead of talking to me.
Oh, dude, maybe that's why they call them the silent generation, because they just write letters to people.
Yeah, they write letters. They're the only people who still write letters and use cursive, and don't want to talk to people face to face. They'd rather tell them how disappointed they are in them in a letter.
Well, now you can memorialize that forever.
Exactly.
Hang it on your fridge. Read it on the show.
Yeah. I won't be reading the letter on the show. I think it'd be a little much for some of the people listening right now. But I do appreciate just 2 new viewers nonetheless, and I also appreciate whoever told them. Because God knows they're not on Instagram.
Well, it's drama is what it is. I love it. Controversy is good. It's going to help boost the numbers. People are going to be interested in all the juicy goss.
Yeah, and we have lots of it in our family. I mean, if we did all the juicy gossip in our family, you could go for 17 episodes, and it would definitely get a lot of views. But it's not exactly something I want to share with the public. But the juicy gossip of the fact my grandparents hate the show is at least an interesting little tidbit, which was kind of expected. I don't think anyone would expect them to have written me a letter and been like, hey, we saw the show. We love it. We love the direction it's going. We love the production and the hard work you're putting into it. Keep it up.
You should just say, listen, love it or hate it. I'm just happy if you're feeling something. Okay. That's all I can do as an artist is make you feel something. Okay?
Yeah.
You should just give them that response.
Yeah.
Just go, look, I'm glad you I'm glad you responded. I'm glad you took the time to watch. What was your favorite? Was there anything you liked about it?
Yeah. I mean, which episode did you watch? Because I still don't know that. I wish I knew. If it was the Hitler sex one, then boy, oh boy, that was a bit crass. But but if it's any of the other ones, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'm that offensive, but who knows?
By the way, I don't think Hitler was like super laid.
Well, apparently he liked to get peed on. That's the episode I talk about him getting peed on, which is like, hey, that sounds about right. You know, sounds about right.
Yeah, but do you not think that the Allies would have put out propaganda like that to disparage the guy? Because I mean, especially back in the 40s, now people who like to get peed on, you go, well, that's weird. But back in
totally.
The 40s, and if you did that, it was like.
Yeah, in that episode, I even say like, well, who recorded this? Like, where did we get this information from? It sounds like a word of mouth thing, which is just essentially a really long game of telephone.
He only had one ball.
Yeah, that's a medical fact, isn't it? Well, who knows, dude? I mean, who knows if he even ever died? That's the real conspiracy.
Well, he definitely died, Matt. He's dead.
No, he may be alive.
So, you think he lives in the moon or something?
No, dude, he was our last president, according to some people.
What? Oh, yeah, I guess he was, yeah. It's true. He came back and got a spray tan, cut his mustache. Yep.
Revamped, got some plastic surgery.
We lived in the Third Reich for 4 years.
That is true. That is very true, actually.
Reich.
Yeah.
And then it just magically switched back.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get back to the show. I'll call you after. I'm done, which should be in the next 15 minutes or so.
All righty. Have fun. See you later, Grandma and Grandpa.
See you, Grandma and Grandpa. Okay, bye. So that's fun. That's a little pop in from Dave. We need to do a show with him soon, I think. We need to have Dave on the show. We had Mike on. It's just tougher to nail Dave. Dave lives way farther away from me than he used to now. So it's like kind of a pain. Although maybe I'll do something with him tomorrow. Maybe I'll record an extra bonus episode with him tomorrow. Maybe like an audio only thing. Who knows? Anyways, I'm spitballing here and we're off track. I don't remember what I was talking about. I think I was just talking about me and this show and what it is. And I'm here to make you laugh a little bit and to cry. Not to cry. I don't want you to cry. Unless it's like happy tears, you know? Think. And keep you company, you know? And it's just a creative outlet at the end of the day. It's not hurting anybody. That's why I get frustrated when people get, canceled for a show or something. And it's something they said off the top of their brain while they're recording an episode of a podcast. And it's like, it's tough because a lot of the stuff I say here, it's like, I'm whatever. It's not like my actual beliefs. I'm being hyperbolic. And I've explained this a billion times on the show. It's hyperbole. We're being hyperbolic. Hyperbolic is what we're doing. That's the word I'm looking for. And that's what we do. And some parts of it are genuine, but like just the act of me doing the show is genuine. I like talking. I like talking to people and I like talking about current events and making people laugh. And hopefully I do make you laugh. Hopefully I do make you feel a little bit of something here and there. And that's why I make music. And that's why I think everyone makes art is you want to make people feel it's what you're doing, genuinely. And you're going to get criticism and you're going to get people that don't like it. You're going to get people who shit on you. And that's a hard thing to get over. That's a hard thing to process a lot of the time is like the fact that people don't like you and they don't like the art you're producing, and you get beat down, but it's not the yes people, the people who love the show that are going to bring you up or the people that love what you do that bring you up. It's the people that don't like it because it helps you overcome adversity. And I'm not saying that I'm going to grow this thing to be the biggest show in the world. I don't know. It's just a fun outlet that I release every couple, I'll really release once a week or every couple of weeks, whatever, just to talk because I got to get it out of my system somehow. I like to talk a lot and it's a genuine part of me and who I am. And I think you should be genuine. It's important to be genuine. You need to be genuine and do the things that you like to do. Don't hold back. It's going to be tough at first for you to take that first leap, especially if you're younger, you're getting out into the world. It's a scary place to be and you're afraid people are going to judge you. And that's just something you can't run away from. It took me a long time to get out of my shell and to really feel comfortable in the world and where I sit and like what my place is. I honestly, if I'm being honest with you, I didn't feel comfortable with who I am and my life path, if you want to get corny, until I was like 26, 27. It takes a long time. And it's just constant challenging yourself and doing things. And like the first episode I recorded of this, for example, I was really uncomfortable. And it's hard. And you're like, oh, people are going to hate it. They're going to, I still think that. I'll still listen to episodes now. I'll go back and like, someone will, or I'll like listen to a clip of my show or whatever. And I'm like, ah, boy, maybe shouldn't have said that. Or like, oh boy, that's not very funny. But like, you're trying shit out, be genuine, at least give it a shot. Challenge yourself, put yourself in uncomfortable situations. Cause if you are able to do that on a consistent basis, you're going to just grow and it makes life easier. And sometimes you're going to get criticism from your grandparents and they're going to say, hey, the show stinks. You're cursing too much. And we hate it. But don't let people discourage you. Don't let people get in the way, like I'm not going to let that, deter me from doing the things I want to do. Be genuine. Be your genuine self. And I live in a city where it's so common. LA's so common that you see people who aren't genuine and they'll shake your hand and they'll go and hang out with you. But the second someone else walks up and they feel like they are higher on the, social hierarchy than you are, they'll go talk with them and they flake away from you and they cancel plans on you and treat you like shit. And that makes you more resilient, but that's not genuine of them. You're not being a genuine person. Ghosting people on text messages. Maybe that is who you genuinely are, but it's shitty. Put yourself in uncomfortable situations. Do things that you wouldn't usually do. I mean, every week I get on this show and it's tough for me to start it. It takes like 5 to 10 minutes for me to get ramped up in the show. You guys probably noticed some of the episodes start out a little slow and it's tough. And I'll be like, what am I doing? Like, I don't know. What am I talking about? Should I even be doing this show? Is it even worth the time? Are you guys even enjoying it? I don't know. I don't get a ton of feedback. Sometimes people like it, and then sometimes people, like your grandparents, absolutely fucking hate it. And who knows how this is going to look? I don't know how this is going to look 10 years from now. I could look like a total psychopath just sitting in this room talking to myself and making jokes that aren't funny because comedy's constantly evolving. And I like to think the show's funny and it will stand the test of time. And at least I'm trying to be genuine and trying to get my own thoughts and words out there in a coherent and efficient way. But it's not, obviously if you make hours of content, that's just not going to happen. But I'm trying. I'm giving it my best shot. I'm doing my best to be genuine, show some authenticity. And the big thing I was worried about when I started this show for the first time was like, oh, my family members are going to find this at some point. My parents, my little sisters, my cousins, my friends who I haven't talked to in a while. And what are they going to think? Oh, no. What are they going to think when they see this? But and I neutered myself on a lot of the first episodes I did because it was scaring me. But you can't do that. You can't censor yourself if that doesn't, and it didn't sound natural. The episodes didn't sound natural and good because I was trying to be something I wasn't. I was trying to cater to certain groups of people that may or may not ever listen to the show. Who knows? I don't know. Like, go through life and be unequivocally yourself. That's how you're going to attract the people you want to be around and you need to be around. And force yourself in those uncomfortable situations so you continually grow. And I'm happy with who I am at the end of the day. I can receive criticism all I want from my family, and that's tough criticism to receive. Not it wasn't the nicest letter in the world. And there was some other stuff in there that was a little rich, okay? But I'm the happiest I've ever been. I love my life. My life rules, dude. My life rules. It's amazing. And I got here by just being myself and having confidence in the decisions that I'm making and making a decision and going with it and having that decisiveness to know when to go, when to stop, when to change, when to evolve. You need to be self-aware. And maybe this show does suck. Maybe I am too offensive and I'm saying shit that I shouldn't be saying. I don't know. But at least I'm giving it a shot and at least I'm trying to be genuine. And you should too. Do that thing you've always wanted to do. Who cares what people think? I don't give a shit. I'm resilient now. I used to care so much about what people thought about me. But then you realize at the end of the day, people aren't judging you that much. And if they are, they're shitty people and bye. You don't need to associate with them. You don't need to have them be a part of your life. It's not worth it. Life's too short for that shit. And you're going to end up talking yourself into situation after situation after situation in your head, and you mentally spiral down and down and down, and you talk yourself into certain situations because you're thinking, oh, this person's thinking this of me, and if they're thinking that, then I should do this, and if I do this, then what if this person thinks that of me? Who fucking cares? Life is filled with mistakes, and you need to be making mistakes, and you need to have failures in order to grow as a person. And this is philosophical shit. Hey, this isn't funny, Matt, for your birthday, but I guess, I don't know. You reevaluate things once in a while when you get a letter from your grandparents who hate the show and they wish you would cancel it forever. And one of the things they said was, what are your kids going to think? I don't know. I don't know. What are my kids going to think of all my life decisions? What do your kids think of your decisions, Grandma? I don't know. Is it a good role model? I don't know. I like to think that my kids will watch this and they get a little glimpse as to who I was in this point of time. It's part of the reason I continually do the show is it's a little video diary of who I am this year, last year, my thoughts, my hopes, my dreams, my aspirations. And you can kind of get a sense of who I am right now because I am going to continually evolve and I am going to continually grow and become a different person. And I might have totally different beliefs later on in life that I look back on what I'm saying now and I say, that's not how I feel anymore. That's just, I feel differently. And that's okay. But I'm not going to lie to my kids. I'm not going to lie to my kids about who I am or who I was. You got to be honest. How do you respect someone if they're not being genuine with you? I'm going to be genuine with my children. I'm going to be genuine with my friends. I want to be genuine with you guys. I hope you guys would know if you talk to me in person, I'm honest. I'm going to tell you exactly how I'm feeling. At least I try my best to do so. And I try not to sugarcoat things and I try to be nice about stuff. And I am a nice person at the end of the day. That's the thing. I haven't seen my grandparents in a while. They haven't called, they haven't texted, they haven't said anything to me recently. And so you haven't talked. You don't know, talk to me face to face. Don't send me a letter. Let's talk. We're humans. We hide behind stuff too much. And that's what COVID was bad for this year, is it forced people to hide even more than we do as a society because we can hide behind the internet, right? And social media. And you don't have to actually have this interaction with people. But human interaction is very, very important. And having conversations is very important. And disagreeing is very important. You're allowed to disagree with me. I'm happy for you to disagree with me. Disagree with any of this stuff. But if you're not giving an effort to get to know me as a person, that's how you should be judging me. Not by something outwardly that I'm putting out on Instagram or on Twitter or on YouTube. And don't judge someone by their lifestyle and, who they're living with, who they're married to, what their political beliefs are, how they feel about the vaccine, how they don't feel about the vaccine. Talk to them face to face and get to know them as a person, because I guarantee you'll find some commonalities. And don't be emotional. Don't be so emotional. Life is fucking great. Don't be so dramatic. Life is amazing. Drama sucks. It sucks. It sucks the life out of everything. It's the worst. And I don't have any tolerance for people that are dramatic. You don't need to be dramatic. Life's hard as fuck, but it's actually pretty simple. If you think about it at the end of the day, you just live. Don't overthink things. That's what drives us nuts. Issues aren't just black and white either. You can look at someone and what they're doing online and on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and judge them, judge the book by its cover. But then you talk to them in person and you realize my whole idea was wrong because I talked myself into it in my own head. And I'm an idiot and I don't know anything. Conversations, talking to people, get to know them in real life. That's what you should do. And that's what, I did that last week at Adam. Shout out to Adam and, Travis and Olivia and Dee and Greg. We went to Tahoe, met some new friends. I didn't know who they were. I could go to their Instagram and be like, oh, this is what they seem like. You can put a picture in your head of who they are, but you meet them in real life and you're like, oh, it's like, I had no idea. Like they're all awesome. Not to say I didn't think they were going to be awesome, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like you meet them in person, you're like, oh, wow, like this is awesome. You're great people. Great to talk with you. We can connect on things. So hippie episode from me today. It's my birthday. I'm not going to go long today, but we got way off track. There's no theme to this episode other than me preaching to you. So hopefully you like it. I don't know. Be genuine. Be nice. Be yourself. And don't let anyone tell you differently.